Hello everyone and welcome back to Priest Brothers Lines. Here we are with another layout update. Got some more scenery done, but the big thing that is new this time is the installation of Charlotte Station. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So here we are coming out of the tunnel, and I've added some more scenery there. I'll talk about the little parking lot there in a second. But I added a few trees, added some more static grass and dirt and stuff over here, which leads right up to Charlotte Station. So here we can see the sign. There's a light over it. We have I made a fence back there that separates the station from the yard, just to keep kids or animals or anything like that from wandering onto it from the station platforms. These are Atlas station platforms. I bought 2 of them. Each one comes with 2, so it's a length of 4. I painted them differently because it's pretty gray when you get it in the package. So I painted the bottom there a spray paint color. It's called khaki. It's a camo type of color. It's the same one I used on that platform over there, the cement slab. Same color there. Painted the roofs brown because they were gray. I kept this yellow here because it worked with the color scheme of everything back there. And I added this light here. The kit actually comes with a fake light, but I added my own real light there, and that is a Woodland Scenics Just Plug light, the same technique that I used elsewhere on my layout. And there is lights inside too, which we can't really see right now, but it is lit in the interior. And I painted everything green on the inside. The pillars were brown, and so was the benches there. So I painted that a green color. And then finally I made this red line here, showing people to stay back from the tracks. And I also lifted it too, so you can see right here is the actual platform, and then below it, this is styrene that I added to lift it up off the ground because it was too low. So I had to cut strips of styrene, you can see it there too, just to lift it up to be coach level. And I think it turned out pretty nice. So it's about, I would say, 2.5 feet or so. And I put some seated figures there. These are like those cheap ones you get from China. They look pretty decent. I might try to paint some faces on there, just a simple like dot for the eyes and red for the lips. I don't know. And then next to it is the Menard Station. So that's kind of my story here is that this was the original station, and then they decided to build it up bigger, which is where the creation of these platforms came from. And then ideally this would be maybe for like freight, something like that. It's just a small platform there for anyone on this line to get off on, but it wouldn't be a passenger station, maybe just like a small freight depot. So I'll need to have some wood or something going across the tracks where people will be able to get across, workers will be able to get across, but probably nothing overhead, nothing more than really this, just what's here. Originally these were going to go in the middle here, but it turned out they didn't fit. The platforms fit fine in the middle here, but the canopies didn't, the roofs didn't, the cars were hitting the roof. So that was unfortunate because I really wanted it in the middle so it could service both sides of the rails, but that didn't work out. So I put it over there, and now I guess my inside line is the passenger line and the outside line is the freight line. And so I installed this chain link fence back here too. Again, that is a technique that I got from Luke Towan. Same idea with the razor wire above. And the signs too, the private property, no trespassing signs, and so on. And so the razor wire up there is 32 gauge jewelry wire that's been spun and then wrapped around a pencil to make it all curly. And then back here, just a little basic scenery back there just to fill it in, just to separate the yard from the station. And then over here, the plan is that there'll be a building for this spur over here. And there'll also be a somewhat larger parking lot, which will kind of be the passenger parking lot. And then I'm going to build some type of a walkover here so passengers can park over here, walk over the tracks, and then there'll be a little pathway that goes to the station here. So I'll have to build something to lead up to the station here. But that is the plan. That is the plan of what to do. So we're moving along, getting much more done with this side of the layout. And so let's look at the other side, or the far side of this side of the layout. So I've made a little progress over here as well. So I laid this. This is again the same blacktop material for the roads over here. This is meant to be the parking lot for the beach. So of course I got a Nomad here. Perfect beach vehicle. I'll put the tailgate down, have some people sitting there doing some tailgating. That sounds kind of fun. And the idea is that just like the road, the parking lot comes off the layout too to make it much larger. So you've got to use your imagination for that. I made this fence really simply just from some strips of wood and glued it together, painted it just as a separator. That is all still drying down there, all the glue still drying. And then I get to start on the beach. So that's kind of the next thing, is to start working on the beach over here where all this stuff is. So putting the sand down, putting some plaster down, damming it so that I can pour water in. So that's going to be very interesting to do. But that's kind of the idea, is to transition from here to sand. All of this will be sand. And then from the sound deadener board here down to the wood is where the transition will be for the beach. So that is the idea. That's the plan here. So very exciting, very nervous too for that, but it should be very interesting. I also added a few new signs, very small things, but something I noticed that railroads have are these signs that basically warns the trains when there's a crossing coming up, and it's just simply a pole with an X on it. So that's just telling the engineer that there is a crossing coming up. Realistically, I probably should have put it on the other side of the layout, just for scale. It's good enough. And then I did the same thing over here. Yeah, right here. So same idea there. Just letting the engineers know there is a crossing coming up. Added these few trees here. Not too many, just a few. But yeah, this is our station. And I think it looks really nice from level there. We got the station, you can see the fence behind it, you can see the signs on the fence, and then the buildings for the yard, all that's back there. So let's get a passenger train going through. Let's fire up the daylight and see some station action.
about empty. Am I clear to the outbound? Over. Roger that. Take the green. Over. Roger that. Here we go. Out. Dispatcher, air is made. Brake test complete. Are we clear to pull? Over. Negative. Please stand by. Over. Roger. Standing by. Out. Tower, can we move yet? Over. Roger that. Take the green. Over. Clear signal. Very good. Out. Tower, train is moving. Over. Roger that. Now get right. Come on.
Alright everyone, well thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the updates and the running session. Got all the lights going on, got the smoke. I gotta say it's really coming together. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. This is Priest Brothers Lines signing off.